Hey guys, Laura coming to you from CRS here in Nashville, and I am joined by Delta Rae. So watch, I'm going to try to get this right here. I'm going to go this way first. Brittany, Eric, Liz, and Ian. Oh
Yes.
my gosh, and the one I was worried about was Brittany. Oh my, hey, I at least had an E name. This is Delta Rae. I'll just leave it at that, Delta Rae. Let's talk about real quick the name.
Yes.
Because I read a little bit of an interesting history on that, but the history that I can find anywhere just kind of stops short of finishing it. So
Telling you the whole story.
yeah, I want to know the whole story.
Well, it is a story, and it's a story in part because our mom, these are my brothers, by the way, our mom is a writer, and so she's written before, and she has been working on this book for 20 years or something, because I think that's the minimum time it takes to write a book when you're also raising three kids.
Yes.
But she wrote the story about a girl from the South who awakens the Greek gods, because my mom is like a fantasy, spirit. She's got that whole thing going for her. And she came up with a name for her lead character. It's Southern, it's epic, and she's called Delta Rae. And when she came up with that name, we were just forming this band, and we asked politely, Mom, may we borrow that name for the foreseeable future? And she said, as long as you go around promoting my book, I don't mind at all. So here we are on a really long book tour.
Well, there you go. So if nothing else, you're continuing to promote the book, and when it comes out, everybody will definitely go buy it, because they're going to have to find out.
It's going to be on our merch table, that's for sure.
Okay.
And we love our mom, so she's already given us everything, and she gave us a band name too. So.
Well, and what a cool way to support her book, but have a cool name, and then kind of pay homage to your mom.
Totally.
You
We're
know,
a family band on many levels.
So then I have to ask too, and I'm sure you all get this all the time, being that there's siblings in the band, and I kind of feel sorry for you in a way, Liz, if you have to listen. Okay, so maybe the fair question is to ask Liz, how are they? Do they behave? Is there a lot of sibling rivalry, or?
The answer to do they behave is no, and the answer to is there sibling rivalry is yes.
So do you have to play mediator?
I wish that I could say I did that, but I don't think I'm a great mediator. I actually think that Eric sort of tends to be, when he's not like in the thick of it, which definitely happens, he tends to sort of jump in and do peace negotiations.
He's the middle child, so he's got
that explains. And who's oldest?
Ian.
Oh.
I'm the baby.
Yeah.
So you're the spoiled one who gets everything. Of course.
Obviously.
I have two, and my baby is the more spoiled of the bunch.
Look,
but
I am spoiled to a degree, but anyone with two big brothers knows that the spoiling is only to a certain degree, and the backlash for that is very strong from the two older brothers.
Well, and then you still do have two pretty tall guys here to have your back always, even if they're fighting with you.
They do, and Liz we've known for 20 years, so she's definitely our adopted sibling.
Yes, yeah. We've all got each other's backs at this point. I mean, it feels like a family.
And everyone knows that I also could kick some ass if you need me to, so just let me know. I'm here.
I found an assassinate earlier yesterday, first thing in the morning, so I think I have two now.
If you,
I need them.
Yeah, seriously. If you need, you just give me a call.
So
we've got
Brittany now has my back. Mm-hmm. Delta Rae has my back.
Oh yeah.
You guys formed in 2009, and it's kind of been crazy since then. And when I go through looking at it, reading anything about you all, it goes from folk to alternative to country, bluesy. And so I think on one hand it's great you don't fit into any genre, but does that put more pressure on you all to come up with something that sticks to all of that at once, or are you okay with veering off and being okay, this is clearly an alternative song?
Hey, it's so funny to me because we started this band, like you said, in 2009, and I feel like we've been making the same music the whole time, and it's more that the genres have kind of changed or shifted or opened up, and the umbrellas have gotten wider or have closed. So, you know, I think that all of those things still apply, and mostly like we're an American band making American-inspired music, and all of those genres kind of come out of the American South, and that's where we're from. And
the
so,
festivals, it's been Lollapalooza, Voodoo, Bonnaroo, Austin City Limits. So it has, again, been across the spectrum. Which is great to not be boxed into something and have fans from all around. So it gives you kind of, I would think, a freedom to do a lot more than if you were boxed into, say, just a alternative or just a... And yet listening to, I'm going to lead into the new EP, which is Blackbird Sessions. And I have to say, I love Little Big Town. Part of what I love about them are the harmonies. I haven't heard anything that matches almost that close as I have with you guys. It is amazing.
Thank you so much.
The Seven Bridges Road, there's not a lot of people that can do that. And of course, with it being the song that it is, you have to, you've got people, you know, the Eagles fans are going to be like, wait a minute.
What are you doing? I mean, we're even like, wait, what are we doing?
Well, that's good, but then because I would think it would make you pay more attention to it at the same time.
You know, that's the whole thing, is like the bands that we grew up loving were across all genres, but they had something in common, which was that they had incredible 3 or 4 part harmony.
Right.
And that was what was so inspiring to us, was that kind of bigger sound that could be created. And when we went in and did the Blackbird Sessions at the end of last year, we did, you know, Seven Bridges Road, and we did Blackbird because that was apropos, you know, for Blackbird Studios. But something that we just wanted to emphasize was how much we love singing in 4-part harmony, and that I think aside from Little Big Town, you don't really see it out there in the world. And you know, that's part of it too, is like we found a home here in Nashville a couple years back when we got signed to Big Machine Valerie Music Company, and that was kind of a wake-up call for us. Was like, there is a home here for us in Nashville and in country music that, you know, I think because of amazing artists like Little Big Town, like Lady Antebellum, like Zac Brown Band and Rascal Flatts, you know, that umbrella has widened, and we feel like there's a home here for us. So it's really awesome.
I think there definitely is a need for it, because it does bring it to where you all can break something down, do acoustic sessions, and not lose the feel of who the 4 of you are together like that with your vocals. Of course, my favorite on there is the current single, No Peace and Quiet.
Thank you.
And so I need to ask, I think it can be looked at 2 different ways. Is it about a breakup, or is it about a death? Because I think that, and there is such a haunting kind of sadness in the song, and yet I can't stop listening to this song. And then when I heard it on Blackbird Sessions, I was like, oh my gosh, okay, that I had chills talking about it. It had even more of a haunting, chilling, but great effect on it.
That's so sweet.
Why did you all just think it fit for the Blackbird Sessions album, or just really wanted to strip it down, or all of the above?
Well, we went into...
This was your baby, right?
It was, yeah. I wrote the song after a breakup I went through last year that was the hardest thing I've ever gone through. And this was the first song that I wrote about it. I actually had to move out of North Carolina to get away and kind of feel like I had a fresh start, so I moved to Nashville. And we went into the studio to make the Blackbird Sessions just to record a Christmas Carol, Silent Night.
Right.
But we ended up with more time, and we wanted to take advantage of it, so we immediately went into recording an acoustic version of No Peace and Quiet. And it's been one of the most cathartic experiences for me to sing a song that it comes from such a vulnerable place, and to be honest with our fans in that way. And the reason I don't sing it in the band is because it is too raw for me, and when we went in to record it initially, I couldn't get through it. So I asked Liz, who I've known for my whole life, if she would sing it for me. This song came from a personal heartache and breakup that it kind of felt like a loss, a profound loss for me. But it really does. It means both things. And when we have fans come up and say, I just lost my mom or something like that, or I don't know what that loss is like, but I know that loss is the hardest thing, and that we all go through it. And when Liz sings the song, it means something different for her. I don't know if she's up for talking about it, but yeah, I appreciate what you're saying, and I think you're right. And I think that double meaning in the song it's what has made it powerful.
So as a fan, not as a journalist, but as a fan of that song and of you guys anyway, thank you for being that vulnerable, because as scary as that is, us as fans of any genre love when artists can just put it out there and be as raw as they can be, no matter how much it hurts like that. So,
well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Oh, no problem. Thank you all for joining us. And we can find you at deltarae.com.
DeltaRae.com. We're really active on socials. If y'all want to follow us on the Facebook or the Twitter or the Instagram, we're just at Delta Rae. RAE is how you spell it. And Liz and I take care of answering all the messages and all the comments and stuff. So we don't have people. We're our own people. So you know what I mean?
Which again is amazing. You'll make sure you get Blackbird Sessions and check out everything these guys have going on, because they're everywhere. And
we're working on new music too.
Yeah,
working on new music, so can't wait for that. I honestly can't wait for it. I'm really excited to see where they go. You all make sure you check them out. Bye-bye.
Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in to our interview here at CRS 2018. Be sure to like us on social media, follow us, share us with your friends, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon.